Finally, the mic's working. So we have a really cool thing going on. I know there's a bunch of people here who are probably fans of these two who need no introduction. We have Kind of Funny Games taking Toronto on. So we have Greg Miller and Nick Scarpino.
What's up, Toronto?
So
Give me that. Get out of here. How the hell are you,
rude.
Toronto?
I apologize for him, but thank you for that lovely intro. Round of applause for Camille, everyone.
Fine, round of applause.
She has
for
to put
her.
up with us.
It's been a long time of putting up with us this weekend, Nick. How are you, Nick?
I'm there. I'm here.
You're there.
I'm here and there.
What, are you done partying?
We partied a little bit. Are we gonna sit?
Eventually. I like the energy of standing for a second.
I do. I also like that you had 2 mics, which is just so perfect for your ego. It's
don't
great.
Don't do that.
No,
all right?
we're friends
knows.
today. I apologize.
Everybody knows that eventually I'm going to pull someone on stage. We'll get ahead of the problem so they don't have to do the close talking. We did a lot of close talking yesterday with people.
Your breath
you know what I mean?
is so impossibly hot.
I had an eggs Benny and I'm feeling good. How are you, Toronto?
Tell people about.
I said, how are you, Toronto? My name's Greg Miller. This is Nick Scarpino. Hello. We are, of course, Kind of Funny. Thank you for spending your Sunday with us here, of course, in Toronto. There, of course, on twitch.tv. We're happy to be here. Who's been to a Kind of Funny panel? Actually, who hasn't been to a Kind of Funny panel? A lot of you. That's why we wanted to come here. The first thing you need to know is that if you raise your hand ever again during this effing panel, you're going to have problems. Kind of Funny panels are shenanigans and excitement and things. You need to, when I ask you stuff like, hey, do we love Toronto? You need to clap and go crazy. Hey, do we love Toronto? And then when I say, man, Tim Geddes is a cool guy, like or something crazy, you'd boo it. Hey, Tim Geddes is a cool guy.
Boo!
Exactly,
Tim
exactly.
Sucks.
I see you raising your hand trying to be a jerk, sir, and it's not going to work. He covered our tab last night. We can't get too mad at him.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point.
We're excited to have a day of shenanigans with you. So, Nick, let's go to the couch.
All right. I feel like we're going to do a magic show up here.
Yeah?
Don't you feel like we're about to do like live magic?
What you want me to saw you in half?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think I did that to myself last night.
Oh my goodness,
there it is. That's
Nick.
the moneymaker.
There you go.
Oh, look at this.
It's so luxurious.
It's one of those
There's
things
so
where
much room for activity.
The couch is so deep that I wish I were taller. I always wish I were taller, but I always feel like a child on this couches that are this deep.
Like your feet isn't going to touch the ground?
My feet barely touch the ground.
Yeah.
It's so sad. It's sad.
So, Nick.
Yeah.
How you doing?
We're here, man.
We did it. We came to Toronto. Can you believe it?
Everyone was like, what do you think of Toronto? And I was like, I think that the Intercontinental Hotel and the Convention Center are lovely. That's all I've seen of Toronto so far. But everyone's been super nice. Thank you all for welcoming us to your country and to your city. And we're going to be leaving in a couple hours. So that's great.
As we do, as we usually do. Oh, is this a sweat pit stain? Gross. It's hot being a Ghostbuster.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
This is the thing, Nick.
Yeah.
Of course, Greg Miller, #1 Ghostbuster fan on the internet.
Naturally.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
You, Nick Scarpino.
Getting into it.
Yeah, this is your first time ever dressing as a Ghostbuster.
You have inspired me to find a love of what I'll call, it's a new term that I've made up. It's costume play, but I'm going to shorten it to cosplay.
I like that.
And so, I know, right? Thank you. Round of applause for me.
I think we can make cosplay a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. I think we can take Nick's idea, incubate it, and turn it into a giant thing.
Here's, off the top of my head, it doesn't just have to be Ghostbusters.
Really?
Yeah. What I'm thinking globally, you can maybe dress as whatever your favorite character is, whenever you want.
It's a bold idea.
I'm out there, man. I'm the Steve Jobs of the internet.
I see one person taking our lead cosplaying as a Ghostbuster.
Look at that.
Right
I've
there.
already inspired someone. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Round of applause for the gentleman he dressed like that yesterday and then came dressed normal, and we shamed him to go back to his car and get his Ghostbusters costume.
That is a true story. We ran into him at the front door, and Nick was immediately like, what the hell do you think you're doing? And he thought it was a joke for a second, and then we made it clear it was not a joke.
It's my fault
your life sorted out.
for not putting a term on it beforehand.
Well, now that people understand the concept of cosplay, I really feel it's going to take off.
Is there anyone out there that doesn't get what what cosplay is? Do I need to explain that again, or are we all good?
One hand in the front row, in the pumpkin
that was
shirt.
a test and you failed, sir. Bold test. How you feeling?
I'm great.
Yep.
This has been fun, man. EGLX is a great show.
Yeah.
I'm happy we were able to make it work. They had reached out last year. It didn't work with schedules. And, of course, this year they reached out early enough to make it actually work, and it did.
We did it.
And it's been a great show. It's in its, still, year 2. They're incubating it, but it's getting bigger, I've heard already. It's a big show.
It's huge. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again, too. I love that they've hazed the entire environment.
Sure.
So it looks like an 80s Bon Jovi
well,
music
as you
video.
know, they did just legalize pot here. So I'm not sure how much of it is the fog machine versus how much it is, man, that sticky icky.
Yeah, it's sticky icky.
Just
it's
having
true.
fun. Yeah.
It's true. Congratulations, everyone. Welcome
Round
to
of
the
applause for
wonderful
you.
world of weed.
Oh, yeah, the big question, like you said, has been, what do you guys think of Toronto?
Yeah.
Right? Because they're like, oh, it's your first time coming to Toronto. And I'm always quick to point out it is not my first time coming to Toronto.
Yeah.
I came here in 2014, if you remember. Does anybody remember an episode of Podcast Beyond? Episode 372. Myself, Colin Moriarty, Brian Altano, came to Toronto. Brap indeed. Thank you for using my catchphrase. And we came here right after the first PSX, and we came to see a man named Frank Furlano.
Yep.
The Children's Wish Foundation put it together for us to come out here and see Frank because his one request was to have a live Podcast Beyond. And I said, man, shoot higher.
Yeah.
You have one wish, Frank.
You could have done
and
anything.
Frank didn't listen, and he said, chose us, and we got to come out here.
That was
and
really
of
lovely,
course,
Frank.
similar to this, where we've only been to the convention center and done that, that was a red eye from Vegas. We slept in a hotel for 2 hours, came to Frank's house, went back to the airport, and took off. So it's been cool to see this. But what's more cool, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that young Frank Furlano is here right now. Sitting right there. Still being an awesome, kind of funny best friend. Everything we love about this community. I'm so glad you make it. Frank's dad's here too.
Yeah.
Of course, last time we went there, Frank's family made us an Italian feast. I noticed you didn't bring that today. Just saying that there are steamer trays, there's different, I think about that chicken parm sometimes, all right? But I digress.
You know I like a good chicken parm.
You blame mom? I got it, okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
Nick Scarpino.
Yes, sir.
I want to know,
Yeah.
what are your impressions? Your first time ever am I using this right?
Well, if you want to use the Queen's English,
Yeah.
It's cosplay.
Cosplay.
But we'll just say, we'll Americanize it. We'll make it the easiest thing, but we'll just cosplay.
Cosplay,
We're
got
gonna
it, okay.
Cosplay.
Cosplay?
Cosplay.
What has your interpretation been? Because I mean, everybody knows Nick, right? Nick, of course, the filthiest person at Kind of Funny. The dirtiest mind.
Minds. Bodily, I probably am one of the cleanest.
Very true on
I
that
shower
front.
a lot, and I brush my
However,
teeth
Nick
a lot.
also, you never know who you're going to get. Are you going to get fun, I want to party and drink Diet Coke, Nick?
Yeah.
Or are you going to get adult Nick, I make sure you all have health care and get paid.
Right.
So I have to be the serious adult.
And I just complain about how dirty the studio is all the time. And then
It's
I
true, it's an ongoing
clutter
discussion.
it up with Diet Red Bull.
Exactly.
Yeah.
However, I mean, when we did the Ghostbusters shoot, obviously, we did all this stuff, we
That was
bought all
fun.
this stuff. I didn't expect you to be excited for it.
Very
But
excited.
when I said I needed you to go buy a few things for Ghostbusters, you came back with $600 worth of Ghostbusters
I had a
stuff.
great time. Great time at the
And
Halloween
then when
Spirit.
we all got dressed and ran around San Francisco for party mode dressed as Ghostbusters, you had so much fun, you decided you were going to go all in.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make this a full-time thing
Sure.
for us. Now, I don't know if combining Ghostbusters with every other facet of my life is feasible,
Well, that's the answer, though.
but I think it's doable.
Sure.
Real talk, though, it's been a blast. My first time really doing this. I love Halloween, but it just never aligns.
Right.
Right? I never get a chance to actually do something fun on Halloween that requires me to dress up. Last year, of course,
I was going to say, last year, me and my wife threw a Halloween party.
But it was an afterthought for me. Like, I was like, oh, you know me. I'm always like, yeah, I'll come. And then there's a 90% chance I'm going to flake.
You won't come, yeah.
The only reason why that one was fun for me was because the costume that I wore, I ended up, I was hanging out with my parents. We just happened by a Spirit Halloween store.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get, if the costume's here that I want to wear, I'm going to buy it, then I'll go to Greg's party. Had that not happened, you would have gotten no text from me, no correspondence. I just wouldn't have shown up at all.
You're known to be a flake.
Yeah. But I do love the idea of dressing as the Ghostbusters V1, like Mark 1 suits. You were talking about potentially doing a Ghostbusters 2 suit, which you're in the works right now.
Yeah.
I want to take it a step further, make it our own, do the Ghostbusters NorCal suit.
Okay.
Have that look. Maybe having a SoCal suit, which is just basically the exact same as a NorCal suit, just shorts and flip-flops, though.
Okay.
Because busting feels good, but it also
Sure.
feels good when you're in the sun on the beach.
Well, what I pitched you finally on this trip was, now
Yeah.
that you're on board, is making Kind of Funny jumpsuits.
Yeah.
That are clearly parodies of the Ghostbuster outfit. I want the Kind of Funny cyan. I want the white Kind of Funny logo patch. I want our names.
Yeah.
And then you took it up a notch. I said, let's wear them to E3 next year.
Yeah.
Just run around dressed like morons. And then you said, that's great for day one. Day 2, they're all hip to the joke.
Yeah.
Kind of Funny's got jumpsuits, they're idiots, great. Day 2, we show up in the pink version, Kind of Funny Games logo on there, and we really drive it home that we're morons.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. Day 3, we just don't think about it until.
Day 3, we don't go.
Yeah, we don't
Day
go.
3, we just party somewhere
Screw it, we're
at
done.
a beach.
We're done. Yeah.
It's funny you bring up Halloween last year.
Yeah.
There is a very Kind of Funny story there. Because everybody, you're here, you're waiting here, we love you, you're having a good time. You came here because you know Kind of Funny. And as you noticed from the woman coming on stage and her microphone not working, the garbage truck on fire follows us everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go.
Thank you. So last year, at my Halloween party, I, of course, dressed as a Ghostbuster. Everybody shows up in costume. We put Ghostbusters on repeat on the TV.
Naturally.
Just to have something there
Just
to distract Cool
a
Greg.
little texture.
Cool Greg just needs something to look at. You know what I mean? There it is. Yeah, that's Cool Greg watching a movie. And so we had it on there, and then you came to party that night.
I did.
Nick Scarpino raising the glass doesn't happen that often. But he had a few, and you were getting loose and limber, and we were talking. I of course, had 19. And we're sitting there, we're talking about how great Ghostbusters is.
Best film ever made.
We're talking about we need to make something like that one day. We're talking about wouldn't it be funny if we made a shot-for-shot remake of Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Then we had the conversation, well, that's hard to do. Our schedules are so busy. Then we said, F it, let's do it right now.
Let's do it right now.
So what we did is we decided to film a shot-for-shot remake of the classic scene of Venkman getting slimed by Slimer. A few things.
Couple things.
A few things. This was 1 year ago.
Yeah.
I gave Nick the footage the day after. Nick promptly did nothing with it and lost all the footage. We had a conversation recently about it.
Let's dial it back for a second.
Sorry, my apologies.
There was a couple drinks that had happened.
Sure.
And we were in that great mood where we were just, the creative juices were flowing.
Yeah.
And I was making promises that my ass just could not catch, right?
Yeah.
I'm out there going.
You're like, I'm going to have it ready for Tuesday.
First off,
It's
I was
Saturday,
like,
I ain't getting it
first
by
off,
Tuesday.
here's how the conversation went. I got it in my head. I know exactly the angles from that scene. I've watched that movie so many times. I nailed it. I know all the, you're like, I know all the dialogue. We forgot half
Keep
the
in
dialogue.
mind, get up.
Yeah, what?
Keep in mind the conversation's happening like this at a party.
Yeah.
I know all the dialogue.
We're going to nail it.
You know the shots.
Ivan Reitman is going to call us
We're
and
gonna-
say, you're next.
Dan
You're going to
Aykroyd is
remake
gonna be
it.
so happy.
Skull.
And so, yeah, that's how that went. And you thought you could turn it around lightning quick speed.
Now, to be fair, I did. It just took me a year to get to it. It turns out that I needed that extra 4-hour flight or 5-hour flight to Toronto to inspire me.
Sure, you need
Yeah.
to be inspired on the flight to Toronto. That
Right.
makes sense. And I think also falling in love with the Ghostbuster suit as you have.
It's really been fun.
Yeah.
It's also been fun because not only have we inspired this gentleman over here. Is it Diarrhea? What was your name? I can't hear you. You're
I was going
just
to say,
mouthing
why are
things.
you asking a
I
question
don't
you know he can't? Well, you asked his name?
Yeah, what was his name again?
I don't know. What's your name? Come here.
Come up
up
to the
here,
stage.
Ghostbuster. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for your Toronto Ghostbuster. Come here, young sir. Come here, young sir. Come into the light. Grab this microphone. Come sit next to us. There he is. A round of applause.
Hello, everybody.
The only one who got the memo that I very stressed on every morning show and everything dresses a Ghostbuster at EGLX. One person.
2 people
You're an
yesterday, though.
embarrassment.
We had 2 people yesterday as well. They're not here
I don't
today.
even know if they knew who we were, though.
No, they were just like.
They seemed like they were just like, oh, cool Ghostbusters.
You guys
What's
want
your
to
name?
talk
Alex.
Alex.
Alex. Okay.
Thanks, Alex. Round of applause.
Round of applause
All
for
right.
Alex. Thank you. Thank you for coming on stage, Alex. A pleasure. It was good working with you, as always. So, as we've said,
We're
this
assholes.
footage sat. This footage sat on our phone.
He
My
was like,
phone.
oh, this is going to be fun. And we're
I
like,
can't
nope,
believe
it's
my
not gonna be
dream's
fun.
coming true. Podcasting with Kind of Funny.
Alex,
What's
you're
your
the
name?
best.
Alex. All right, get the
See
F
you
off the
later,
stage.
Alex.
The hell out
Alex
of here.
is the best.
We love effing with you. That's the thing. All the footage sat on my phone.
Yeah.
You got inspired. I said, what if you could have it? We've never debuted a video
Period.
at a convention
Right.
before. What if you could edit this for EGLX?
Yep.
And you said, I am up to the task.
I am up to the task. And I'm happy to say we have it ready for you guys.
Now, of course, round of applause. Funhouse debuting videos at their panels every time.
They're
Kind of
assholes.
funny, 1 year. 1 year in the cooker
Well, we
for
don't-
literally 15 seconds of footage. Now, there is one caveat for this. I'll lay out the cast for you. I will be playing the role of Dr. Peter Venkman.
I'm a scientist,
Nick
man.
will be playing the role of Dr. Ray Stantz. And the love of my life, Genevieve St. Ange, will be playing the role of Slimer. Now, what is important, again, is this was 1 year ago. So again, for the timeline, I know we've had a lot of fun already in this panel. The timeline, Nick did not believe in being a Ghostbuster yet.
Yeah.
Instead,
Wait.
Nick took an inside joke at Kind of Funny so seriously, that's the Halloween costume he bought. What was it, Nick?
I want to ask the audience, who remembers what I went for? I went as a sexy kitten last year for Halloween, and that's what you're about to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, can we roll the clip here?
Come in, Ray.
Bankman, I saw him.
He's looking right at me.
He's an ugly little spud, isn't he?
I think he can hear you, Ray.
That took me 1 year to edit.
Wasn't it worth the 1 year turnaround time? The world may never know.
We'll never know until we put it out on Instagram and maybe get claimed for the song.
Sure, probably
We'll
going to
see
get
what
claimed for the
happens.
song.
Yeah, they're
Probably,
probably
yeah.
gonna
You
say
want to
no.
do some edits to it anyway and make it that.
Yeah, I think it's
pop
done.
a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we're going to put a little more context on there for everyone else
People who weren't
wasn't
here to hear our long story
Yeah,
of what
we'll
happened.
put a little line in the beginning of it maybe that says, 1 year ago we decided to shoot this drunkenly,
Yeah.
and finally it's here.
Yeah.
We make good on our promises here at Kind of Funny.
We do. Yeah, it takes forever, but we'll get there.
It's good. I'm proud of it.
Yeah?
I'll be honest. For as inebriated as we were, I nailed it. We nailed it.
We crushed it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? A lot of people would sit there and be like, oh, man, I don't know about that sexy kitten choice for Dr. Ray Stantz, but we nailed it.
I feel like Dan Aykroyd rolling over in his grave right now, but I feel like he would have appreciated that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I would have just said, hey, I got infected by a kitten ghost and from
Sure.
another dimension, and he would have been like, you nailed it. You're
Sure,
great.
that makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes a lot
you're
of sense.
great.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Nick,
Yes.
I have more questions about costume play.
Yeah. Cosplay. You can say
Cosplay. I'm sorry. I'm unfamiliar with
It's
the term
good, but
you
the
just
thing is,
invented.
we're going to say it so much, it's probably going to be so popular, we're going to have to shorten it.
For cosplay,
Yes.
is it possible to take two things you enjoy and mash them together? Or does it have to be very true to life? Can it be one thing?
I personally think that is a travesty and an abomination of nature if you were to do that. So I feel like you got to keep it pure and just do, like, what kind of sick bastard would take Ghostbusters and move it in with something else? You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's terrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you mash up cosplays? Is that a thing? One round of applause. Can you mash up cosplays? Is that a thing?
Come on, of course you can.
I love Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
You know that about
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
There's other things I love that I've toyed around with dressing up. And I was just wondering if I could, merge something I love with something I love
Can
for
I,
that chocolate peanut butter.
guess what you have underneath this suit right now?
Sure.
Is it a Superman shirt?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you're not far off. I run with a gentleman named Shirtless Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I've often wondered, what if I could take the love I have for this man that I am not, whose photo I just take and help promote and
Right.
get into video games.
Great guy.
What if I took that and mashed it up with my love of Ghostbusters?
I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm here for you. I'm your friend. I say we try.
Is it a safe spot, ladies and gentlemen? Am I okay to try this out? Again, cosplay. I am not Shirtless Spider-Man, just as I am not a Ghostbuster. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's many different things. All right, who wants to talk to Nick and Vamp while I work on this costume? Who wants to do that? You, sir. Yes, you. Boy I've never met from Wilford Brimley College. Come up here. You might remember him from yesterday's
He was my consigliere.
Mario Party. He was your consigliere.
Now, when I hired him as my consigliere
Please, take a seat
with
here.
our verbal contract, grab the mic there, Jackson.
Nick will interview you. I'm going to
Okay,
do.
let's do this.
If
Nick.
you'll
A
remember
cosplay
yesterday,
mashup.
I hired you as my consigliere.
Yes,
we
sir.
had 2 goals for our business strategy
Yeah.
for yesterday's Mario Party Let's Play.
Correct.
One was, let's make sure Nick wins.
Number 1, of course.
2 was, under no circumstances can Greg win.
Yes.
So in order of operation, it was Nick wins, or Nick loses, but Greg also loses.
Yes.
Okay. And perfect in number 2 subcategory, Nick still gets more than Greg.
Yeah. So basically, our goal was
Yeah.
to beat Greg.
Yes, that was the goal. And I'm happy to say we did that goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We beat Greg, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. How many people, round of applause, who was here yesterday for that? You know what, you can raise your hand with me, I don't care. There it is. That was a fun time. How was your night last night? How'd you do?
I had a really good night.
Excellent.
We
Excellent.
we spent the night partying a little bit. It was very relaxing, though.
That's good. Did you guys do anything after? Have you hit up any Halloween parties today?
No, I went right to bed.
You went right to bed?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll tell you one thing about Toronto that I've noticed. All of you, very responsible people last night. I was like, what's everyone doing tonight? Everyone's like, well, 8 o'clock, maybe turn in, maybe catch a little Netflix. I will say this, last night, I was like, I'm tired, but I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Went back to the hotel, got room service, wanted to watch something. Shout out to the chilling adventures of Sabrina.
Sabrina, yes.
Have you guys started watching this yet? It's really good.
I was a really big fan of
Surprised by
Riverdale,
it.
the first season. The
Couldn't get
second
into it.
season, I lost me on it. They got real weird. There was a musical episode that I wasn't about.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have a chance to watch Sabrina yet.
While you're here, Riverdale,
Yeah.
Greendale,
Riverdale,
are they in
Greendale.
the same world?
No, see, Greendale is the fictional university or community college that the show Community takes place in. Riverdale is a town in which the show Riverdale takes place.
Okay. Which one does Sabrina take place in?
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
I think it's Greendale. I could be wrong
It
about
could
that.
be Greendale.
What? Yes? Can we turn Greg's mic back on, please? He says your mic's on
Nick,
now, Greg.
there we
Yes.
go. I hate to interrupt your boring story with the kid, but
That's okay.
are you ready to see a cosplay mashup?
I mean, are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first ever cosplay mashup, Shirtless Spider Ghost Man. What is-
Shirtless Spider-Man Ghostbuster.
There you go, Shirtless Spider-Man Ghostbuster. You know, I'll tell you this, Greg.
Yeah.
For a man who's not Shirtless Spider-Man, you sure move like him.
I mean, I move like a Ghostbuster too, but I'm not a Ghostbuster.
How does
you
a
know?
Ghostbuster
That is
move?
really impressive.
Thank you. Right? I've been working on this one for a while.
What's amazing is you look like you tried to scratch off the Spider-Man mask, and it just didn't work. It stayed on. There's holes in it where there shouldn't be holes. I think we need to get you another Spider-Man mask.
Cosplay isn't limited to EGLX.
That's true.
It can be in any room of your house.
You're a vision.
The kitchen,
You are
the
a
living
vision.
room.
Yeah,
the bedroom.
there it is. Do you do this at home with your wife?
No, she doesn't like any of this.
Really?
No.
No?
No.
She doesn't dig the occasional dressing up in just the mask?
How are you so sweaty already?
How are you so sweaty?
It's hot up here. I already had sweat stains in the Ghostbuster outfit. Why are you busting my ass? Get out of here.
Bye.
Round of applause for him.
You're beautiful.
I am.
You're beautiful.
Feeling it today,
You're nailing the cross cosplay.
Yeah, this is what you envisioned, right, when you invented cosplay?
That's what I thought about it. I thought like maybe it would evolve to that, but by then I would be like so outspoken against it that they would just have abandoned me as the founder of cosplay.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you think I could actually get that added to my Wikipedia? Founder of cosplay?
Hey, somebody watching right now on the internet, can you please go to Nick Scarpino's
Where's
Wikipedia?
the guy that made
does that
Wikipedia?
exist?
Is the
Do you
Wikipedia
have-
guy here?
Do you have a Wikipedia?
I
Kind
have-
of funny, does. Do you have a personal one?
I have Nikipedia.com.
Nikipedia. You do have Nikipedia. That's
Yeah.
a true story. That
Yeah,
thing
so
that's
we can
happened.
add that to there. I'm sure it's exactly the same. It's all made
Pretty
up.
much, it's all the internet.
all made up bullshit on the
tunes.
internet anyway,
You
yeah.
shoot it up there and be done with it,
Yeah,
right?
that's fair. That's fair. I'm having a great time.
Me too.
I wish we'd gotten that iced coffee, though. That's the
Yeah.
one thing that
Yeah.
we messed up our times. We had an extra hour. We could have gone to the start. Late
Yes.
Starbucks, as they call it out
Mistakes
here.
were made
Yeah.
getting up to that part.
Here's my question for you. You've been to a lot of Canadian cities.
I have been.
I want to rank them right now.
Okay.
Where top 3 in order of best to never going there again.
Wow.
Canadian cities, go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Number 1.
Yeah, of course.
Number 1 with the
We're
bullet.
here. I'm not going to say
Absolutely.
anything against Toronto. Who's booing Toronto? You're here.
You live in Toronto.
Yeah. And then after that, who cares? It's wherever we are and whatever panel we're doing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call right now. Let's see who it is. Oh, it's my front door. I'm gonna go ahead and
It's
buzz
who?
these people in. Hold on.
You're buzzing people.
Hello?
in? It's the front door to your house.
Yes. Hold on 1 second. What?
What is going on?
Well, I gotta buzz people in. I got things delivered. It's my hair pills from hims.com. There you go.
There you go. They didn't pay for this panel. Don't say it again.
They didn't pay for anything. I just use their products because I'm afraid of going bald.
Now, here's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, let's go.
Pull the curtain back of EGLX, right?
Let's go.
Very intimate panel, if you haven't noticed. Something's happened here that I've never seen before in all my days of going to conventions.
Yeah.
They have a green room for us speakers and personalities, right?
Yeah.
We go into this green room, this VIP room yesterday. They have 2 masseuses there working
Beautiful.
on people.
They were technically chiropractors. It's a step. I think it's a step above the
Is
masseuse.
masseuse like,
Well, masseuse-
lay it out for me, chiropractor at top?
I mean, as far as the bodywork guy goes, I think the chiropractor is top. I
Okay.
think you got to do a little bit more certification for that. You're slightly more in the medical field for that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my
Then
take on
masseuse.
that. Then masseuse, and then just me out there on the street offering free back
Just
massages.
out there getting back massages,
Just who
people
wants to
out?
be
Yeah.
who wants to be touched right now, with full consent, of course.
Do you feel like you give good back rubs?
I feel like I give. Great
I feel like
back
you
rubs.
give great back rubs.
I give a fantastic.
Who
back
wants a
rub.
back rub from Nick Scarpino? Gentleman in the back with the Henley, maybe? Yeah, you, sir. You're the first hand I saw. Come on up here. We'll get you.
up here.
We'll see. You can be the taste test for Toronto.
All right.
And see how Nick Scarpino
You have to
does.
like back rubs though, because if don't do what Tim Geddes does, where I offer him a back rub and he goes, "I don't like to be touched," and then he goes, "Ah," like he's getting cold and hot all at once.
What's your name, sir?
Oh, hello. I'm Jordan. I'm from London, Ontario.
Thank you for coming up here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Talk to me about where Nick needs to work on your back. Where are you having problems right now?
See, well,
Nick, do you want to do it from the back there? Do you want him on the table?
No, we're gonna just do it right here. We're just gonna give him a little shoulder rub.
A little
We're gonna
shoulder
try to
rub. All
find-
right.
we're
So I
trying
hope
find
you're going to
that
say
tension.
shoulders.
oh
Try
yeah.
to find that tension
see,
here. Hold on.
I'm a school teacher, so like I carry a lot of tension in my shoulders.
Oh yeah, that's what this right
Yeah.
here. That's
Yeah.
that one student that keeps saying the F word just to be rebellious. There you go. How's
That's
this
the
feel
student
right
I
here?
say.
Now, hold on, I want your arms limp at your side. You want to be completely relaxed, all right?
There it is. There it is. This you carry it all right here.
How's it feeling?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's
all right.
it's I'm in heaven right now.
If you wanna cosplay a shirtless Spider-Man without a mask, it's totally cool.
What?
No, nothing. Don't worry about it. No.
All right. That's good.
How was that? It's a 10 scale.
I would say like a 13.
13. Nick Scarpino, everybody.
It's these damn champion hands of mine. They just can do no wrong.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying here?
I do see what you're saying.
Thunder and lightning, they come. They create
That's
magic.
what makes the champ, right?
It's the water of life.
But the one true champ.
Oh,
Oh my God, is this works? But the one true champ, one Greg Miller.
that's me, everybody. Don't boo me.
I'm so
Yeah, listen
You're
to
my
those.
panel. Don't boo me. Who's
Listen to those
chanting
rousing
Tim?
applause.
Am I the true champ or is Nick the true champ?
I got to give him that one.
I love it. I love these cameras. I don't know if they're on or not, but I'm just going to do this.
They'll turn it on for you. Turn it on for him. Go to the side shot. Oh, you're too close. Nick, back it off. Back it off, Nick. Back it off. Back it off, back it off, back it off, back it off. Stop. Be crazy now, yeah. And then I'll come back. There we go.
Did I get it? Oh, wow. That's really close. That it. I like to
It's
see
that
this.
punch zoom they want. Everybody wants the, oh man.
What?
Nick, does it really look like that?
Yeah, it's that. That's
Oh
it
my
right
God,
there.
go ahead.
Try to just.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting a titty flip, sir, not a pet. You get off the stage now.
Try to just. You know.
Do I ever
You
what?
look great. You look
I know
great.
I do. I feel great.
You're beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Is it freeing to be shirtless on the stage? I'll
Yeah.
never know.
Oh, I mean, everyone knew what they were signing up for. I put it in the description. This would happen.
Yeah.
I had to deliver. You have to say something offensive, like.
Butthole.
There
How
it
about
is.
that? Yeah, one of the stage managers was like, "We're like, can we swear?" And he's like, "Don't say anything on stage that you wouldn't say to a child." And I'm like, "You don't know me. I'll say anything to a fucking kid. It doesn't matter. They got to grow up sometime, okay? Look at you. Look at you. You're just you got such great hair. And you just don't care about it at all. You don't care about it at all.
I care about it a lot, everybody.
I bet the sound guy right now is just hating the fact that you're coming in and out of this. Here. Yeah? You got it? You got to put it back on?
Back on. Everybody comes.
So, we got plenty of time. We got maybe like 10 more minutes, and then we got to walk over to the
who's
thing.
going to the meet and greet after this? Obviously, all due respect, people at Twitch, the whole reason we came here is to meet and greet you because, of course, we are well aware we've never really had something in Toronto, and we're well aware that there's a huge Kind of Funny fan base here in Toronto. The whole point of Kind of Funny is hanging out with you guys and being your best friends. You know that from listening. Some people got to meet us yesterday here, some at the Das Brothers meet and greet. Where are the Das Brothers, by the way? Round of applause for these guys. If you didn't know, obviously, Kind of Funny moves a little quickly, as evidenced by the fact that it's Extra Life next weekend, and I haven't done anything planning-wise. And I'm planning a showcase, and this is happening. All this crazy stuff's going on. Obviously, you guys were like, hey, can you do a meet and greet, a fan meetup thing? And I was like, well, we're doing one in EGLX. Obviously, you'll get to do that. If somebody wants to go above and beyond and do their own thing, go ahead. And the Das Brothers, who have been with me since Podcast Beyond, like, #1, they were like, we can jump on the grenade and we can figure that out, and we know restaurants. And so they went through the Facebook group, got together a group of 30 people, and we all went to a bar last night, and I got to talk to a lot of you, hang out, shake hands, take pictures. Obviously, that means the world to me. Obviously, we want to do that today as well, though. And so the thing is, we thought we had a 30-minute gap to get you there. We don't. We have no gap. We're supposed to end at 1:30 and go straight there. 2:30 it ends. We got to go to the airport. So we're going to end the panel a little bit early, walk you over there. Now, what we're leading up to is giving the microphone out in the audience, getting some Q&A going. You want to go down there and give it to them? Or
sure.
If people want to line up here, we can then pass the microphone back. We're going to do that. The one thing about the walk over there is the question I've gotten a lot about this is, oh, man, it's great you guys are here. Where's Tim? Where's Andy? Where's Cool Greg? Nobody's asked about Kevin. Thank you. Of course, EGLX was awesome enough to fly us out here and take care of us and make this happen for us. We need to prove to them that we're a big deal, and they should send more of us next year. So as we walk over there in one giant weird conga line, we all need to chant, kinda funny, kinda funny, and just keep it up till we're out the doors. Once we're out the doors, no big deal. But I want Belle to know we're a thing. So let's do, questions for like 10 minutes, then we can march over. Who's got a question? Come on up,
Come over here. If anyone else has questions, you can line up behind this guy right here.
line up and then pass the microphone back and forth.
There we go.
What is your thoughts or opinions on the new Ghostbusters? You know, the one with the...
Oh, the 2016 one?
Yeah, that one.
I didn't like it. I had no problem with it being all female. That was, that's the problem with this argument, right? Is that so many jerks on the internet wanted to ruin it before we ever got to the point of, hey, maybe the movie's not good.
But like,
my problem is the movie's not good. Like, I always said for years leading up to it, oh God, one day they're gonna remake Ghostbusters or even make a Ghostbusters 3, and they're gonna do what a modern comedy does. And a modern comedy is, hey, CGI for no reason and weird physical stunts, like in Daddy's Home when he rides a motorcycle through the house and out a window. It's like, why is this a cartoon?
Great scene.
So
great movie.
Jumping to Ghostbusters, right, and having like Melissa McCarthy getting smashed into stuff outside and like a nonsensical plot and Thor constantly doing the eyeball
That was
thing.
weird. To me, they just lost the heart of what makes Ghostbusters Ghostbusters. And then once that happens, you just really have to nail the heart of the movie if you're going to do a remake. But if not, don't call it Ghostbusters. Call it something else. You know, it just became so blatantly apparent that movie was just a money grab. Let's just throw Ghostbusters on something and do a bunch of improv and see what we get. And it just didn't work, sadly. Yeah. Some funny moments in it, I will say that. I went back and watched it recently, and I'm like, okay, there are some good laughs here, but just overall, they didn't focus on the right things.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Is there ever going to be a wide release of the comedy documentary that you guys did?
So right now, we are trying to get it into a couple festivals just for fun, one of which is SF Indie Fest. And the reason we wanted to do that was because I wanted to try to figure out an actual legit screening so all the comics that were involved could come see that. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We're waiting. We should hear back on that in the next couple weeks, at which time, whether or not it goes up, we're going to try to get it up on, well, it will for sure go up on Rooster Teeth behind, what is it? Not Prime.
First.
Rooster Teeth first.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, you are. Great job. Rooster Teeth does documentaries. They did a documentary about Nick and his comedy career and his journey to try to get on the stage at Punchline in San Francisco. And it's awesome. And it got an early premiere at RTX. Not done by any means. It was just when they wanted to show the first cut, it was RTX. And now they're trying to get in festivals to do stuff.
Yeah, so
called Waiting for the Punchline. It's awesome. I cried at the end.
Yeah, appreciate that.
It's really good.
Yeah, so it'll be up. It should be up hopefully before the end of the year. And of course, once it is, I won't stop talking about it, so you'll know for sure.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
So about a year ago, you started doing things, what you called seasonal content.
Yes.
We did like Cooking with Greggy and all the different shows. Did you take a break on that for more of the convention season and everything? And what's up
No,
next?
I mean, what really happened, right, is that, and it's hard to believe now, but it was, right, we started with Doodles as the first season. So if you didn't know, and I know you all know, youtube.com/kindafunny, youtube.com/kindafunnygames. We make YouTube programming. Yeah, we want to do new stuff, new exciting things that we're interested in, but moving it along with our normal schedule is too difficult, so we do seasonal stuff. We did Doodles, Cooking with Greggy, the PlayStation VR show, and then In Review was supposed to be a season. It was supposed to be, hey, we're going to do MCU in review, and so instead of being 8 episodes, it's going to be 22 or whatever it was, but that was going to end, and we were going to move on to something else. But In Review became a huge hit. We all loved doing it. We wanted to move it to different franchises, so we did on top of Marvel, X-Men, Spider-Man, yay. And then we got to where we are now, where it's like, all right, cool, we can either double down and do another In Review, or take our own feedback, the feedback we're seeing from you guys on Reddit or on Twitter and this, that, and the other, majigger the show, right, into like, hey, this is what we think it should be when it comes out, and take our findings from it. So once that happened, then we got to, all right, cool, we're taking a break, and the next season would kind of run into January 5th, our anniversary. So rather than start a new show that's going to bleed into the old stuff, take a full break, come back on January 5th and talk to you about what we want to do in 2019, what seasonal stuff we're thinking, what we're going to do with the shows you already know and love. So yeah, mainly it's just holding pattern until January because we do so much crazy stuff. And I was stupid and decided to do a press conference in December.
Thank you.
Kinda Funny Games Showcase. Saturday, December 8th, 10 a.m. Pacific. 2 hours. Kill me.
Good luck.
Yeah, right?
So now that you've got this concept of cosplay invented, who are you thinking of trying to go for next? Like now that you've nailed Ghostbusters.
Who are going to be for our next cosplay?
Yeah.
Oh, Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, probably. Or like I said, if we can figure out how to get the NorCal costume down, like the Kinda Funny NorCal Ghostbuster look, cyan jumpsuits. We're talking about the same thing, just different things. Then we'll do that next. I'm really into having like 5 different iterations of the same jumpsuit that we could just take this off and snap it onto the next thing. I think it'd be really fun.
I refuse to do Velcro. Mine will be sewn on every time. I will buy as many as I need to from Etsy. But yeah, I'm working on a Ghostbusters 2 jumpsuit right now. I think I might, knock on wood, have it ready if I like the color of it for Halloween this year. Because this year for Halloween, I'm not coming into the office. Instead, the UCSF Benioff Hospital, which is the children's hospital our Extra Life money goes to, they're doing a trick-or-treat event all day where they asked me and other like volunteers to come in costumes and walk the kids through the hospital trick-or-treating there. So I'm hoping I'll have it ready for that. And obviously it's a great lead into, for me, I think it means so much to go see where your money from Extra Life is going. And so with Extra Life right on the horizon, it was a good fit.
I'd watch Twitter for that in like the next 24 hours.
Sounds good.
Hey there. I just want to throw it over the community more. You guys are awesome. Thank you for so much for Mid-Foster community. Yesterday I got to meet everyone. It was really cool, diverse community. But I was wondering, like, what's the most interesting occupation or person you met in your travels in the community?
I missed all of that. Say that again.
Yeah, come closer.
Okay.
It's so hard to hear. The most interesting
We don't have monitors up
occupation.
here.
The community is really interesting and cool and diverse. And meeting everyone yesterday was so amazing.
Yeah.
I just want to say, you guys must meet so many interesting people, all these cool careers I met yesterday. What was the coolest one you've met or most interesting?
The people that we met yesterday?
Anyone, really, but...
Coolest job a community member's has.
Oh, God, now I'm going to forget his name, but I followed him on Twitter. Gentleman who does movie reviews, he's a movie critic. And what's that? Where is he? What? Matt. Yes, thank you. Where is he? Hey, there you are. This guy right here. Stand up, Matt. We had a great conversation yesterday about he had gone to Toronto International Film Festival. What did you do before you got back into critics? Like you worked for marketing? He was marketing. He's like, I hated it. I listened to you guys, and you inspired me to go and do my own reviews. And he saw like 48 movies at Toronto International Film Festival, which I don't think that festival is that long, so he must literally not have slept. But it was really cool. That was really inspiring to me, too, because that's something I've always wanted to do, is actually go to one of the big film festivals and just experience it. But I've never like really made time for that. So that was really cool. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Hello,
Oh, okay.
A funhouse jacket.
What?
Yeah.
The literal? No, I'm kidding. It's a cool jacket.
No.
It's fine.
No, we love them.
So I was wondering, with all the conventions you do, what is the hardest part about doing a convention, something like this?
About doing the conventions?
Hardest part about doing a convention?
It just takes a lot of energy. Like Greg and I were both looking at the calendar for tomorrow, and we're like, oh right, tomorrow's Monday, and this is all fun, but it's still adding 2 extra days to the work week. So realistically speaking, we'll have worked from last Monday all the way through to the next Friday. So it's a lot of work, and I'm gonna sleep like a small kitten tonight when I cozy up to my wife back in California. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the balancing it in a way that doesn't give anybody an experience they don't deserve, right? Because I don't want to show up tomorrow and do games daily and the whole time bitch about being tired, right? And so, but I also don't want to come here and, oh yeah, we're not going to do a meet and greet because we need to go to sleep or we need to do that, right? It's the balancing act of last night at the Doss Brothers party where Nick and I were such big talkers. One of our friends from Epic Mealtime hit us up the night before, and he's like, dude, I can get you into the hottest Halloween party they do here in Canada, the biggest in Canada. And we were like, yeah, we'll go to the meet and greet. We'll go there, yeah. And literally an hour and a half into the meet and greet, I was talking and had a great time. Everything's amazing. And I sat down, and I sat for too long. And it was that thing where my legs went. And I was like, uh-oh. And then I noticed myself just watching TV, and I'm like, time for us to get out of here. We are no longer delivering the right amount of what we want, right? I don't want you to ever meet us and us not be the people we want to be. And so that's it. Yeah, energy-wise is the thing.
Yeah, we did not end up making it to that Halloween party last night.
Yeah, true story.
I went home and I ate a club sandwich and all the French fries, and I dipped the French fries in that little mayonnaise thing, and then I drank 2 Diet Cokes and stayed up pretty late watching Sabrina on Netflix. It was fun. I recommend it.
Thank you. Thank
you
so much.
Your hair's on point today, sir.
Now, you Hat Man are the last question.
Oh, no.
You two get the first touches at the meet and greet that we're going to right after this.
Awesome.
So after this, we'll do a whole pack-up session, and we'll all walk and chant kind of funny like a cult, but not a cult, a good cult, and be over there. Yes, sir.
Just got a question about this Kind of Funny showcase that's happening on December 8th on
Me too.
kindoffunny.com.
I got lots of questions about it.
Twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. Then followed on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames.
Thank you very much.
No
You're
problem.
so much better at this. This is my second event coming to. I went to Kind of Funny Prom this year, stuff like that. What can we kind of expect from this game showcase?
Sure.
That we're getting?
So,
I'll take the mic back from you.
If you're not aware, PSX isn't happening this year. And since the first PSX and how they merged it with the Game Awards, of course, Jeff Keighley does the Game Awards Thursday in December. Then it was always Saturday, PSX started. And obviously, I'm a little bit biased because I went to the Game Awards one year and won the Trending Gamer, and then went to PSX where everybody knows me. So I was like, this is amazing. But I loved that excitement, and I loved another beat for our industry that was Jeff's got the coolest AAA. Here's the major stuff. And then PSX was, hey, we're a AA studio, we're an indie, and PlayStation cares about us and is showing us that. I didn't want to lose that this year. So what you can expect from the Kind of Funny Games Showcase, December 8th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, is a mashup, I keep saying, of a not traditional press conference, but a PSX press conference mashed up with a Nintendo Direct. There isn't a live audience, there isn't a live thing like that. It's going to be a VOD we put up and then put up somewhere else, right? But it is going to have guests, and it is going to have awesome games. Like right now, the games range from I am a Kind of Funny best friend, one person who is making a game, all the way to we are a big publisher and we want to do it. And the rules I've been laying out are you have to have something new to show, you have to have a cool announcement, it has to be an upcoming thing. And so that shakes out into being, hey, we have a new trailer for this game. We're announcing the game. Hey, new DLC. Hey, release date. Or even we have a few that are, and it's available now. People are timing their games to launch with our press conference. So that's really awesome. But it's going to be a 2-hour window for games to shine and really celebrate what we love. Cool. All right, EGLX. Thank you for coming out to this panel. You're all amazing. Hold on 1 second, and then we're going to do the Kind of Funny, and we'll walk out of here very awkward. And you keep doing it until you get to the door. No energy drops, all right? I need you up here. Nick, get on our level, all right? We need to be up
sorry,
there.
yeah.
No, it's fine, that's fine.
Do it again.
Now I'm going to put my Ghostbuster suit back on. We'll say goodbye to the Twitch people. Thank you for watching on twitch.tv/enthusiast_gaming. Pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for yourself and us. Thanks for coming out.
Fantastic.
You can do better than that, Toronto. Thank you.